So looking back the journeys, what I have been done, I have a few lessons to share with you today about leadership. What I have learned, my career started very just suddenly by curiosity. I love English, so I have tried to apply my first job as a butler. As a new employee, it sounds very intimidating when the new job changes. My first role was a butler. If you know, butler is very glamorous position, right? However, it's not very different. As any new employee, I have to start from scratch. I have to start from very basic operational roles as room attendants. I have to clean rooms, I have to make beds, I have to carry luggage, and do all the physical demanding daily operations. So what I've learned, the leadership is not about the title, it's the knowledge and it's daily operation knowledge I learned from the team, I learned from the guests, I learned from the people surrounding me. So I start with my influence, with soft influence. The leadership truly begins when I realized that everything is new. So I started to learn and pick up things day by day, even I was very slow. Sometimes I challenge myself, what did I make my career decision? Was it wrong? Was it not right from the very beginning? But I realized that truly leadership journeys begin. Because leadership is not when someone gives you a title. Leadership means without authorities, without title. You started from something very basic and you start to influence from people. Before you manage the team, you need to learn how to do the work, how your team doing the work, how they perform the work. You understand their role and their difficulty, their challenge on their daily operation. Then you can have influence and start to manage the team. So the first lesson I have is leadership comes before the title. As I mentioned, there's so many things to learn in the hotel industry, especially the new industry for me. I have to put myself in the shoe of the team member to understand what they are doing. And from that moment, I realized that when you understand the team, you can have a better influence and they will support you to do your job better, that you can manage the team more efficient. Number two lesson for me is never stop learning. Even when you are a supervisor or you're a manager, I still realize that learning is the key to success because the market changes, the guest change, technology changes. So if you stop learning, your growth stops. So learning is very important for us. As a leader, I consider leaders stay teachable. Lesson 3. Leadership is about people, not power. People normally thinking leadership is about giving directions, but in hospitality, decisions come from operations, from people. We need to think about people. How does it affect our operation? How does it affect our team? And how our team performs in that in that environment? Are they being trusted? Are they confident? Are they feel proud when they wear the uniform when they serve the guests? That's very important. And lesson number 4, the leadership styles in crisis. It's a real test for me. Back in the day, in the COVID-19 pandemic, there was very tough situation for everyone. And the hotel were closed, no business, no travelers, locked down. The hotel was closed for 1 month. And from 220 people, we cut down the staff to 80 people to maintain operation. And there was a tough moment. We need to we were selected to be a quarantine hotel. Maybe some of you here haven't experienced any quarantine experience. It means the guest will stay 14 days or 21 days in the hotel without going out of the rooms. And operation changed. At that time, I choose to lead by transparency. I gathered the teams, I asked them questions, share with them the honest feedback, and give them a choice, give them a choice. They can take it or leave it. And by giving that all information that needed, if they decide to stay, we will support them and give them as much as possible to maintain the operation. And finally, many decided to stay. This was not easy, but they stay because they has been, the trust has been built. So they can feel that they are saying the part of the team. So that's why, thanks to the team from 80 people, we served quarantine guests, and there was a critical moment when the whole city was locked down. And our hotel switched to serve the doctors. There were 700 doctors from medical supporters come all over the country to stay in our hotels to support the city. Again, our operation changed. We changed from daily operation, normal restaurant, changed to become a factory. We serve 1,000 meals a day. That's what intense pressure for all the team. And because we are together as one team, we make it true. What were the results? After the COVID, the hotels were recovered. We achieved super high financial results. But the numbers are just a matter. Of course, performance is very important for us in all our hotels. We measure our success through revenue, profitability, RevPAR, guest satisfactions. However, the key running the machine are not number. It's the culture. Because the culture will decide the success of the hotel. If the team is confident in what they are doing, they consistently deliver the brand standards, and they're happy in their role, so the number will sustain. So if without the cultures, the number is just temporary. With the right cultures, the performance will sustain and repeatable. So what will be the future of hospitality industry? The question I always ask myself, change a lot. Technologies with revolution of artificial intelligence, data-driven automations, tools, there's many things in place. For sure, they will have. But one thing I can say is technology cannot be replaced by human leadership. Because at the end of the day, hospitality is about service, and the service is related to people business. So it cannot be changed, for sure. We normally have a lot of questions about leadership, especially for young professionals. They sometimes ask me, how can I one day become a general manager? My answer is practical. You need to do your normal role, do efficiency. Do not look for a position or title before you get knowledge. Gain as much as possible operational knowledge. The widened operational knowledge will be the future, your leadership foundations. And find the mentor, it's very important. A great mentor can save you years of mistakes. And finally, be ready. Lead without positions. Be reliable. Be trustworthy. Be consistency. Because in organization, people will notice who will act as real leaders. So what if So from today's, if there is one sentence, one message from me, from my talk today, what would it be? You don't need to have a perfect background to reach the top. As myself, I was a mechatronic engineer. I start all over again from a floor of a hotel. I was success not because I know everything. So leadership is not a title. Your success is not an office, a corner office. Success is not becoming a general manager. But your success is a leadership, the journey of leadership that you earn it.